Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. This is totally a first impression. I really can't tell you if it lasts, if it doesn't last, but I will certainly leave it down in the description box. So be sure to check down below because I will be wearing it throughout the day and see how it wears. So if you want to see the new Besame foundation stick, please stay with me. Before I get started on applying it and getting the first impression, let me tell you a little bit about it. It is a multi-use stick foundation, feather light. It is full coverage for a flawless matte face. Available in 8 shades to be used for foundation, concealer, highlighting, or contouring. Use them on their own or mix them together to create different shades. Vegan, non-comedogenic, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and made in the US. I think I said in 8 shades, and it is $25. So let's see what this foundation is all about. I'll get my hair pulled back. Have you all heard about this? Let me know down below if you've heard about the Besame foundation. The only thing that I have on my face is the Farsali because I wear this under all of my foundations. Let's just first take a moment for the packaging on this. Look at this, how beautiful. It's like the lipsticks and it's almost as if it were engraved in there. So you pull it apart. We're not going to look at the shade very closely. We're just looking to see how application and coverage. I purchased mine in warm tan. Okay, it's gliding on nicely. I know I really enjoy their lipstick, so I was really curious what the foundation would be like. I thought this would be too dark, but you know what? I don't think so. It's the same color as my dark spots. I'm just going to go ahead and use the Morphe B27 brush that I have right here. Alright, the first thing I want to say is that when you apply this, you need to start blending very quickly because it doesn't seem to be blending as well as if I would have immediately started. You know what I'm saying? Alright, it seems to have good coverage from what I could see. I have a lot of dark spots. I'm sorry if you hear any noise. People are talking out in the balcony. I think it's looking a bit streaky right around my nose. I understand that the world does not see me through a 10 times magnifying glass or mirror. But I see that it's not really covering on my nose, and I can still see dark spots right here and down here. Pores look extremely huge. Let's see, I need to apply some more. Maybe it's this brush too. Just grab my Zoeva buffer brush and let's see if that one works a little bit better. Alright, you definitely have to buff it out as soon as you apply it in order to get it better blended. Okay, it's looking a bit better now. I think it looks pretty good, actually. I think it's important to use the correct brush. This brush from Morphe did not work well at all. This one from Zoeva worked much, much better in the application. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts on it. Alright, I am back. My makeup is on. It has been on, honestly, for about 45 minutes or so. I wanted to wait a little bit so you can see what it looks like after at least 45 minutes or so of applying it, and I'm going to show you in just a second. My first impression is that it has a beautiful finish. It looks just like skin. It feels nice. It's not tacky at all. It's not a powder finish, but it's almost there. I don't know how this would work on any type of texture on skin. I don't know how it would work with oily skin. If you have just purchased it and you have oily skin, I'd love to know, so we could all share it with each other. With dry skin, I would suggest to add some type of oil, and I'm not saying to use the unicorn essence by any means, just whatever oil you have. I would definitely apply a bit of oil first, because in my experience, or what happens to me, I feel that the stick foundations tend to be a little stiffer than if you use a liquid foundation. But overall, I think the foundation applied beautifully. I think that if you do not have as dark spots as I do, you'll have better results than I have, because I start off with an olive complexion and then my dark spots are very dark. There are very few foundations that will actually cover my dark spots completely. I could never have a flawless look on my face. 60's just right around the corner, and I have these dark spots, so there's really nothing I can do about it except work with it as best as I can. So if you don't have the dark spots, I think that, or if you have dark spots but you have a lighter complexion, you should also be fine if those dark spots are not as dark as mine. Now I'm wearing the warm tan and it just blended pretty much. So I'm going to bring you close and you see for yourself and you let me know your thoughts, and please be honest, as I'm trying to be with you. I mean, I've got a 5X mirror, or I have to look with my glasses, so I'm going to be able to see it much better once I'm editing the video. But let me bring you up close so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if you saw the dark spots. I have many of my dark spots, it's really on my nose, and I have right here. Now this one got covered up pretty well, and the same as here. The rest of my face seems as if it did. The foundation, I don't think it looks cakey. Maybe it does. Once I start editing it, I'll say, what the heck am I talking about? But up until now, it looks really nice. I'll leave down in the description box, I'll let you know what it looks like in a few hours. And if you want a full-on review where I use a sponge and I use a different brush, or I use my hands, whatever you want to see, if you want a full review, then please let me know, always bearing in mind that you and I may not have the same skin type. So thank you all so much for watching today. I hope you found this video informative and helpful if you're thinking about getting the Besame foundation. Do I think that you need to rush out and buy it? I really can't tell you right now because I don't know how long it lasts. This is only a first impression. Thank you all so much for taking a piece out of your day. Thank you for your likes and your comments and subscribing. Don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye.